have one question you, sir. So, very energetic person, you know.
But martial art I do is completely different system.
Okay.
You want to press on that?
Yeah. Okay. So, what is your message to the younger generation who loves, who interested in martial arts?
Most people who do martial arts, it's explained as self-defense. You know that you're trying to defend yourself from somebody who's attacking you or some sort of a threat. But in fact, martial arts is not that. Martial arts is about discovering yourself and about understanding how you react to different things. So I think it's a very powerful thing, and there are many different ones. By the way, it is said that the mother of all martial arts is Kalari. I don't know. I do Japanese martial art. Actually, I do 2 Japanese martial arts, and both of them would say that there's a lot that they have got from Kalari. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much.
I hope you loved it.
Yeah.
It is something very celebrated in Kerala, Kalaripaita. So we started with that. Yeah.
But in Kalari, you need a lot of flexibility.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I'm not that flexible.
No, you are.
Not that much.
No.
In the martial art that I do, you don't need so much flexibility.
But Venus,
So she's very flexible.
yeah, love that you enjoyed. So next, can we go with the next question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. So next,
You're in charge.
yeah, I've given the in charge.
Blank check, do whatever you want.
Yes. So next, we'll go with Steffi. Steffi is here. Come on. Namaste, Rahulji. My name is Steffi Aseshaji, first year BSW student. Your flexibility is so good. And your flexibility is so good. And I asked just one question. So you have to closely connect with the peoples of Kerala, especially as a representative of Wayanad. And what is your perception about Kerala and its people? And what role do you think the youth of Kerala can play in shaping our future in India?
I spent 5 years being a member of parliament from Wayanad. And I used to visit Kerala a lot before that. But I had never actually gone in detail about Kerala, and I had never really tried to understand in depth what Kerala is. And I learned a lot from the people of Kerala and also the people of Wayanad, especially the people of Wayanad. I was very surprised when I first arrived there. There was a big landslide and a lot of people had died. And I was very surprised at the reaction of the people to that landslide. In fact, I was very impressed by it. Because even people who had lost everything, they were more interested in helping other people. So it was quite amazing to see that somebody who's lost his family, lost his house, he's interested in helping somebody else. And it didn't matter what community that person was from, whether they were rich or poor, what religion, none of that mattered. It was that there's a problem and all of us have to get together to solve the problem. I found that to be a very powerful thing. I think you have a very old tradition here. Before coming here, I went to a function commemorating Narayana Guruji. And you have a very deep tradition here your own history, your own traditions that are very valuable to the rest of the country. And you should always operate within that framework, within your tradition, your culture, your language. There's a lot to learn from the outside world, but you must always be rooted to your own way of life, your own tradition. And then you can learn things from others. Of course, you people have made us very proud. Wherever you go, I've traveled a lot in the Middle East, and the only thing one hears about the people of Kerala is praise. You never hear anything negative. You're always hearing praise about the work you do in hospitals, how you look after people, the respect. So that's very nice. That's very nice to hear. I've also dealt with, sometimes my mother falls sick. We take her to hospital, and then there's the Kerala nurses there. So I've dealt with them directly also, and I know their magic. So those are the type of things that Kerala brings to the country. I'm quite impressed by your auditorium. When we were in college, when we were in school and college, we didn't have these chairs, these comfortable chairs. Huh? Very, very nice facilities here.
Thank you, sir. It's a great happiness to hear so. So, can we go with the next?
Yeah, you don't have to ask me, just
Yes.
go.
Okay. So, yeah, he spoke about Kerala and we are more energetic now. So, next we'll go with Angela. She's here. Yeah, come on. It's your turn.
What's her name?
Angela. Angela.
Angela. Angela.
So, good afternoon, Rahulji.
Good afternoon.
Myself, I'm Angela. I'm a first year student at the Bachelor of Business Administration department here. So, you have spoke about Kerala and thank you for speaking about us. So my question is that you have been here, you have been in Kerala for 5 years, right? So I think you will be familiar with Malayalam. Can you speak some Malayalam?
I mean, I'm not familiar with Malayalam at all. I can say Nandri. But I'm not particularly good at picking up languages. My sister's the expert in picking up languages. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You guys remember, but a few years ago, there was a very famous film called Gandhi, and the clip was died. So in summation, he was in a village. That's crazy. He doesn't remember this because I remember this so vividly. In fact, we were talking about it in the maths hall yesterday. So can you say that again? Can we recreate that moment?
I don't remember it properly, so you tell me.
Well,
I have a lot of memes done about me, so I don't remember them all. I got some good ones and some bad ones.
well, what's your favorite one then?
I don't get into really. I'm not a big person who gets into looking at memes and what sort of. I don't like looking at myself on camera. It's not.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I guess by the end of the session, we will definitely recreate
Yeah.
a meme, to make our college more famous, make this event more memorable. I should have blurted that out. Anyways, moving on to the next question.
What is like a sentence which you often hear in Kerala? Any Malayalam sentence which you often hear from anybody? Any word?
Generally I will speak in English, and most of the time I'll have somebody translating. So mostly it's much more emotional contact than what people are saying, right? So it's physical contact, emotional contact, more direct love and affection than what is being transmitted by words. Yeah.
Great insight. It means that language is never a barrier.
Well,
Yes.
if you know where to look, it's not a barrier.
Great. That's a great answer.
So in fact, you see I used to be told this and I never quite understood it. But actual communication between human beings happens outside language. It happens in how you meet each other, look at each other, how you connect with each other. That's much more powerful than the language that you're using. I wouldn't have believed that. I wouldn't have believed that 10 years ago, but I've come to realize that that is true.
Because why that question stays to be important is from students from a remote location, they're always frightened to go study in a better institution, thinking language is a great barrier. Because how we'll communicate, how we'll go ahead without knowing proper language, how can we go communicate, how we'll get better education. So somewhere in the category of barriers from people from remote location, language is one among that.
Yeah.
That is why.
But society likes to do that, right? So society likes to say that, oh, if you speak this language, you're better. Or if you do this activity, you're better. Or if you're an engineer, you're better. But really, everybody is unique. Everybody does their own thing. So there are many brilliant institutions that might not be known as brilliant. And there might be some brilliant students sitting in institutions that are not that brilliant, but they're doing just fine. They're doing very well. And then there might be some not so brilliant students sitting in a brilliant institution and going nowhere. So I think it's much more important than where you're sitting is how you're responding and how you're thinking about what you're doing. But yes, you don't want a country where people are uncomfortable because they can't speak a language, or because they are speaking a particular language, or because they believe in something and they don't believe in something else. You want a nation where everybody is comfortable,